Okay, so have you ever felt like, there's got to be more to wellness than just, taking pills? Like maybe nature has some secrets that we've kind of forgotten about?
Right.
Well, guess what? We are diving deep today into a video script all about natural remedies and alternative therapies.
Nice.
And trust me, this isn't just like some basic surface level, drink chamomile tea before bed type stuff.
Yeah,
We're going deep on this one, like the how and the why, so you can actually use this knowledge.
I love that.
Yeah.
What I find fascinating is this, like, natural remedies are having a huge resurgence, but they're not new.
Right.
These practices have been around for centuries in some cultures, like millennia.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Okay, so ancient wisdom meets modern science. I am so intrigued.
Yeah.
The script actually opens with a pretty mind-blowing fact about ginger.
Okay.
Apparently, there's strong scientific evidence that ginger works, as well as some over-the-counter medications for nausea.
Wow.
I mean, I knew ginger ale, helped an upset stomach, but this is like next level.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
It really highlights how much we can learn from these traditional practices.
Mm.
And the science backs it up.
Yeah.
For example, studies on ginger's active compounds show it has a real impact on inflammation pathways in the body.
Okay.
That's why it's been used for everything from arthritis to migraines.
Wait, so that like spicy little root is a natural anti-inflammatory powerhouse.
It is.
I got to hear more about this.
Yes.
What other examples does the script highlight?
Well, it delves into lavender, which you might already associate with relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. It's not just a pleasant scent.
Okay.
Clinical trials have shown that inhaling lavender oil can actually reduce anxiety levels and even improve sleep quality.
Wow, so it's not just about like masking stress, it's about actually impacting your nervous system.
Absolutely.
Okay, I am officially convinced that natural remedies are not just some hippy-dippy fad,
Right.
but with so many options out there, where do you even begin?
Well, the script actually provides a really helpful starting point by covering some easily accessible remedies that most people can incorporate into their routine right away.
All right, give me the goods.
Okay.
What are some of these like simple remedies?
Well, take aloe vera, for instance.
Okay.
We all know it's soothing for sunburns, but it's also a powerful moisturizer and can even be used to heal minor cuts and scrapes.
Okay, so aloe vera is the multitasking hero we all need.
Yes, it is.
What else is on the list?
Then there's peppermint tea.
Okay.
Not just a delicious way to wind down, but it's also been shown to be really effective for digestive issues like bloating and gas. Can even help soothe headaches.
Peppermint tea, my new best friend. Wait, the script mentioned turmeric too, right?
Yes.
I know it's trendy, but what's the real deal with that?
Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin,
Oh.
which has potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties.
Mm-hmm.
Studies have linked curcumin to a whole range of health benefits, from improving brain function to potentially reducing the risk of certain diseases.
Hold on, are you telling me that like sprinkling some turmeric on my food could actually have a noticeable impact on my health? Is it really that powerful?
Well, it's not a magic bullet, but the research on curcumin is pretty compelling.
Wow.
Of course, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before making any major changes to your diet or health regimen.
Right, moderation and professional advice are key.
Yes.
But it's fascinating to think that something as simple as a spice could have such profound effects. So we've covered some individual remedies, but the script also delves into alternative therapies, right?
It does.
What sets those apart?
Well, alternative therapies like yoga, acupuncture, and aromatherapy take a more holistic approach.
Okay.
Instead of just addressing symptoms, they focus on restoring balance and promoting overall well-being.
So it's less about treating a specific ailment and more about supporting the body's natural healing abilities.
Exactly.
I'm curious to hear more about these holistic approaches. What kind of examples does the script give?
It highlights yoga as a practice that can improve flexibility, reduce stress, and enhance mental clarity all at the same time. It mentions how the combination of physical postures, breathwork, and mindfulness can have a profound impact on both the body and mind.
Yoga for the win. I've dabbled in yoga, but I've never really understood the whole mind-body connection thing.
Yeah,
Maybe this deep dive will finally shed some light on that for me.
I think so.
The script also touches on acupuncture, right?
It does.
Which can be a bit intimidating for some, but has a long history of effectiveness for pain relief and improving circulation.
Yeah.
It's based on the idea of stimulating specific points along the body's energy pathways to restore balance and promote healing. Okay, I've always been curious about acupuncture, but a little scared of the needles.
I understand.
Maybe I'll be less intimidated once we've explored it a bit more. What about aromatherapy?
Yes.
That one always seems so luxurious and relaxing.
It is. The script emphasizes the powerful impact that scents can have on our mood and emotional well-being.
Mm.
Essential oils, the concentrated essences extracted from plants, can be used to promote relaxation, focus, or even energy, depending on the scent.
So it's more than just making your house smell nice.
Yeah.
It's about actually impacting your emotional state. I can definitely see the appeal of that.
Yeah.
But with so many different remedies and therapies out there, how do you even know where to start? I imagine it could feel pretty overwhelming to try to navigate all of that on your own.
You're absolutely right. And that's why the script provides some really practical advice for anyone who's looking to incorporate these practices into their life.
Okay.
It all starts with identifying your personal health goals.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hoping to achieve? Are you looking to manage stress, improve sleep boost energy, or maybe something else entirely?
So it's about being intentional and figuring out what you really need rather than just jumping on the latest wellness trend.
Exactly.
That makes sense. What are some of the other tips the script offers?
Once you have a clearer picture of your goals, the script recommends consulting with trusted practitioners. This could be a naturopathic doctor, a herbalist, an acupuncturist, or even a yoga instructor.
Mm-hmm.
They can guide you towards therapies and practices that align with your specific needs and preferences.
That's a great point. It makes so much sense to seek out guidance from those who are knowledgeable in these areas.
Yeah.
It's like having a personalized wellness coach in your corner. The video also mentions local herbal shops, right?
It does.
I've always been curious about those, but I've never actually been inside one.
Visiting a local herbal shop can be a really amazing experience.
Hmm.
You can connect with experts who can help you explore different herbs, essential oils, and other natural remedies.
Okay.
It's a great way to learn firsthand and find products that resonate with you.
Hmm.
Plus, many herbal shops offer workshops and classes so you can deepen your knowledge and connect with others who are interested in natural health.
I'm definitely adding that to my to-do list. Connecting with passionate people and learning from their expertise sounds like a fantastic way to dive deeper into this world. But let's be real, starting a whole new wellness journey can feel pretty daunting.
It can.
Any advice on how to make it feel less overwhelming and more manageable?
The script really emphasizes the importance of starting small and focusing on gradual, sustainable changes.
Okay.
You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight.
Right.
Instead, choose one or two practices that appeal to you and start incorporating them into your routine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's enjoying a cup of peppermint tea in the evening to aid digestion, or adding a few drops of lavender oil to your pillow to promote sleep.
That's great advice. It's about setting yourself up for success, but choosing things that you'll actually stick with.
Yeah.
It takes the pressure off and makes it feel much more approachable.
Exactly. And as you become more comfortable with those initial steps, you can gradually explore other remedies and therapies that pique your interest.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is a journey, not a race.
Right.
The goal is to find what works best for you and create a sustainable approach to well-being that you can enjoy for the long haul.
I love that. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already. From ancient wisdom to modern science, from simple remedies to holistic therapies, and even some practical tips for getting started.
We have.
This is already so much more than I expected from a deep dive on natural remedies.
Right.
What else does the script explore?
You know, it's interesting you use the word journey because the script really emphasizes that this is an ongoing process. It's not about reaching some perfect state of health overnight.
That's such a relief to hear.
Right.
I think so many of us get caught up in the quick fix mentality.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to wellness.
Absolutely.
It's about making sustainable changes that become part of your lifestyle, not just a temporary phase.
Yeah.
And that lifestyle will naturally evolve as you learn and grow.
Mm-hmm.
I love that perspective. Okay, so we've talked about personalization, finding what resonates with you, seeking out resources and support, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the actual logistics? How do you, weave these practices into a life that's already jam-packed? That's where I struggle.
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be inspired, but quite another to actually make it happen amidst the daily chaos.
Right. So any practical tips for making this stuff, doable?
Absolutely. The script suggests looking for small pockets of time throughout your day where you can sneak in these practices.
Okay, paint me a picture here.
Okay.
What does that actually look like?
Well, instead of automatically grabbing your phone first thing in the morning, maybe you spend 5 minutes doing some gentle stretches or a few simple breathing exercises.
Swap scrolling for stretching.
Yes.
I can get behind that. What else?
Or how about during your lunch break? Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, you could take a quick walk outside, even just around the block,
Hmm.
or listen to a short guided meditation.
Those are great ideas. I'm already feeling less stressed just thinking about it.
Right.
It really is about being intentional with even those little snippets of time.
Exactly. And another strategy the script highlights is connecting these practices to activities you already do, making them feel less like extra things on your to-do list.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Give me an example.
Okay, say you love taking baths.
Yeah.
Why not add some Epsom salts or a few drops of your favorite essential oil to enhance the relaxation factor?
Genius. It's like a spa night upgrade without any extra effort.
Exactly.
Boss.
If you're a coffee or tea drinker, you could try swapping your afternoon cup for a soothing herbal tea like chamomile or lavender.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, I'm totally getting this now.
Yeah,
It's about finding those little ways to infuse wellness into your existing routine.
precisely. And the best part is, as you start to experience the benefits, you naturally feel more motivated to keep going.
It's like a positive feedback loop. You feel better, so you do more of the things that make you feel good, and the cycle continues.
Exactly. And over time, even those small, seemingly insignificant changes can add up to make a real difference in your overall well-being.
This is so eye-opening. It really takes the pressure off.
Mm.
It's not about being perfect. It's about progress, right?
Absolutely, and consistency is key.
Okay.
Building those little rituals that support you day after day, that's where the real magic happens.
You know, this whole conversation has really shifted my perspective.
Mhm.
It's not about striving for some unattainable level of perfection. It's
Mhm.
about finding those small, sustainable ways to weave wellness into the fabric of our lives.
Beautifully said. And remember, it's a journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
So allow yourself to experiment, try new things, and find what truly resonates with you.
This brings up something we touched on earlier, the idea of intuition.
Yes.
The script mentioned it in passing, but I think it deserves a deeper dive.
Oh,
How do we cultivate that inner knowing and learn to listen to our bodies more effectively?
that's such an important question. And you're right, the script does touch on the importance of intuition.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most powerful tools for developing that inner wisdom is mindfulness.
Okay, mindfulness.
Yeah.
It feels like everyone's talking about it these
It's
days.
a buzzword.
But honestly, I'm still not quite sure what it actually means or
Right.
how to do it.
I understand. It's become a bit of a buzzword, but the practice itself is incredibly simple, yet profound.
Okay.
Mindfulness is essentially about paying attention to the present moment without judgment.
So it's about being fully present in our experiences rather than letting our minds race ahead or dwell on the past.
Exactly. And when we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and even our bodily sensations.
I can see how that would be helpful in tuning into our intuition, picking up on those subtle cues that we might otherwise miss.
Absolutely, by paying attention to how different foods make us feel, how our bodies respond to certain activities, and how our minds react to various stimuli, we start to gather valuable information about what truly nourishes us and what depletes us.
It's like becoming a detective of our own inner world. But how do you actually practice mindfulness? Is it all about meditation?
Meditation is definitely one way to cultivate mindfulness, but it's not the only way.
Okay.
There are actually many different techniques you can use, and some might resonate with you more than others.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me about some of these mindfulness techniques.
One of the simplest and most accessible techniques is to focus on your breath.
Okay, that sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
But how does focusing on your breath actually help with mindfulness?
Well, find a comfortable position, close your eyes if you'd like, and simply bring your attention to the sensation of your breath as you inhale and exhale.
Okay.
Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the coolness of the air entering your nostrils, the gentle warmth of your breath as you exhale.
So it's about really tuning in to that physical sensation of breathing.
Exactly. It's about anchoring your attention to something tangible in the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you'll likely find that your mind wanders, and that's perfectly normal.
Okay.
The key is to simply notice those thoughts without judgment and gently guide your attention back to your breath.
So it's not about silencing our thoughts completely, but rather about becoming aware of them and choosing where to focus our attention.
Precisely. And with practice, you'll find that you're able to stay present for longer periods of time and become more attuned to those subtle cues from your body and mind.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so focusing on the breath is one technique.
Yeah.
What are some others?
Another powerful practice is called body scan meditation.
I've heard of that one. It sounds a bit intimidating, though.
It's actually very simple and incredibly relaxing.
Okay.
You lie down or sit comfortably and bring your attention to your body, starting with your toes.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly scan your awareness up your body, noticing any sensations you feel along the way.
Like warmth, tingling, tightness, or relaxation.
Exactly. You might notice areas of tension or discomfort, or you might feel a sense of ease and flow.
Okay.
The key is to simply observe those sensations without trying to change them or judge them.
Mm-hmm.
Just notice what's present in your body at this moment.
It sounds like a great way to develop a deeper connection with your physical self.
Yeah,
I could see how that would be really helpful for becoming more aware of those subtle signals our bodies are sending us.
absolutely. And by practicing body scan meditation regularly, you'll start to become more attuned to your body's wisdom
Mm.
and gain a deeper understanding of what it needs to thrive.
This is fascinating.
Hmm.
But I have to admit, I'm not sure I have the patience for formal meditation practices.
Hmm.
Are there other ways to incorporate mindfulness into my life without having to sit still for long periods of time?
Absolutely. You can bring mindfulness to pretty much any activity.
Okay.
It's really about shifting your mindset and paying attention to the present moment no matter what you're doing.
Okay, that's a relief. So how do you do that? Give me some examples.
Well, let's take eating, for instance.
Okay.
Instead of mindlessly scarfing down your food,
Hmm.
try to savor each bite.
Mm,
Pay attention to the flavors,
Yeah.
the textures, the aromas.
okay.
Notice how the food makes you feel, both physically and emotionally.
So it's about being fully present in the experience of eating rather than just treating it as a means to an end?
Exactly. Or how
Okay.
about when you're walking? Instead of letting your mind race ahead to your destination, pay attention to the sensation of your feet on the ground, the movement of your body, the sights and sounds around you.
Okay.
Notice the trees swaying in the breeze, the birds singing, the warmth of the sun on your skin.
It's about bringing that same level of awareness to those simple, everyday moments that we often take for granted.
Yeah.
I love that.
And the more you practice mindfulness in these small ways, the more it will become a natural part of your life.
Mm.
You'll start to notice things you never noticed before, and you'll develop a deeper appreciation for the beauty and wonder that surrounds you.
This whole conversation about mindfulness has been so illuminating. I can see how it plays such a vital role in this journey towards holistic well-being.
It truly does. Mindfulness helps us tune in to our intuition, make healthier choices, manage stress, and cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and appreciation for our lives.
And it's a practice that anyone can cultivate regardless of their experience or background.
Absolutely.
That's so empowering.
Mindfulness is a gift we can give ourselves, and its benefits are truly profound.
This has been such an enriching conversation. I feel like we've covered so much ground, from the science behind natural remedies and alternative therapies to the practicalities of incorporating these practices into our lives, and even the power of mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's amazing how all of these pieces fit together to create a holistic approach to well-being.
It is.
But before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the transformative power of this journey. It's a journey that can lead to greater health, happiness, and fulfillment, not just for ourselves, but for the world around us.
And it's a journey that we can all embark on one step at a time at our own pace and in our own way.
Beautifully said. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to approach this path.
Right.
It's about finding what works for you and creating a lifestyle that supports your unique needs and aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
And as you explore these practices, be gentle with yourself. Celebrate your progress and trust in your innate ability to heal.
I love that. It's about embracing the journey and honoring ourselves every step of the way.
Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I'd love to leave our listeners with something to ponder.
Okay.
Knowing what we now know about the interconnectedness of our mind, body, and spirit, what's one small act of self-care you can commit to today?
Mm-hmm.
It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, enjoying a nutritious meal, or spending time with loved ones.
That's a wonderful invitation. Let's all make a conscious effort to nourish ourselves from the inside out and see how those small acts of kindness ripple out into our lives and the world around us.
Okay, I am so ready to prioritize self-care after that last segment.
Yeah.
But I'm also curious about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
We've been talking about the individual benefits of natural remedies and alternative therapies, but how does this all fit into the future of healthcare as a whole?
That's a great question, and one that's gaining a lot of attention these days. What's really exciting is the growing field of integrative healthcare, which combines conventional medicine with complementary therapies like the ones we've been discussing.
So it's not about choosing one over the other,
Right.
but finding ways to integrate the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Integrated healthcare recognizes that we're all unique, And healing is a multifaceted process.
Mm.
It's about tailoring treatment plans to individual needs, not just relying on a one-size-fits-all approach.
That sounds so much more holistic and patient-centered than the way healthcare often feels now.
Yeah.
What are some examples of how this is being implemented in real life?
Well, more and more hospitals are starting to incorporate things like acupuncture and massage therapy into their pain management programs.
That makes so much sense. Those therapies can be incredibly effective for relieving pain without having to rely on medication.
Right? And some doctors are even starting to recommend practices like yoga and meditation to their patients to help manage stress, anxiety, and even chronic conditions like heart disease. It's about addressing those underlying factors that
Yeah.
contribute to our overall health, not just treating the symptoms.
Yeah, it feels like a real shift in mindset, moving away from just fighting disease to actively promoting well-being.
Yeah.
So encouraging. Do you think this trend toward integrative healthcare is here to stay?
I definitely think so. As research continues to validate the effectiveness of these therapies, we're likely to see even greater integration into mainstream healthcare.
Plus, there's a growing awareness of the limitations of conventional medicine alone, and people are actively seeking out more personalized and preventative care options.
It feels like we're on the cusp of a real paradigm shift in how we think about health and healing.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what are some of the driving forces behind this shift?
I think it's partly fueled by people wanting to take a more active role in their health
Mm-hmm.
and make choices that align with their values and
Yeah.
beliefs.
And natural remedies and alternative therapies offer a powerful way to do that. They empower individuals to tap into their body's innate healing abilities and find what works best for them.
This whole conversation has been so eye-opening. It really feels like we're moving towards a more balanced and holistic approach to healthcare,
Yeah.
one that honors both science and the wisdom of ancient healing
I
traditions.
agree, and it's not just happening on an individual level.
Mm,
This shift is having a ripple effect throughout society as a whole.
that's so exciting to think about. What kind of impact do you think this could have on our collective well-being?
Just imagine a world where people are empowered to prevent illness, manage their health naturally, and live longer, healthier lives, where healthcare focuses on restoring balance and promoting well-being rather than just treating disease. It's a powerful vision.
It is. And it all starts with each of us taking responsibility for our own health and well-being. Those individual choices, no matter how small, can contribute to a larger movement towards a healthier future.
You're absolutely right. Every choice we make, from the foods we eat to the activities we engage in, can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves.
So it's about making those conscious decisions that not only benefit us personally, but also contribute to the collective good.
Exactly. And as we embrace these practices and share our experiences with others, we inspire them to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change.
Well said. Who knows? Maybe one day integrative healthcare will be the norm, not the exception.
I believe it's possible, and by continuing to explore and embrace natural remedies and alternative therapies, we're paving the way for a brighter, healthier future for generations to come.
This has been such an incredible deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much about the power of natural healing, the importance of listening to my body, and the exciting possibilities of integrative healthcare. What a journey.
I'm so glad to hear that. I hope our listeners feel inspired to continue exploring these practices and discover what works best for them on their own wellness journeys.
Before we wrap up, I want to leave everyone with one final thought to ponder. Knowing what you now know about the power of nature to heal the wisdom of your body and the potential of integrative healthcare, what's one small step you can take today to nurture your own well-being and contribute to a healthier future for all?
Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Embrace the power you have to create positive change, both in your own life and in the world around you.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible exploration of natural remedies and alternative therapies. Until next time, stay curious, stay well, and keep diving deep.